Hello and welcome back to the barrel, where today I'm going to try and start getting some hostile mobs in here, try and get some more bones to grow all these crops, and hopefully get enough zombies to try and get our first few pieces of iron, which is the next real bottleneck for this challenge, I think. As soon as I've got some iron to make a cauldron, I can make an infinite water source, I can then upgrade any mob farms that I've got and start working on getting myself to the nether. I've not AFK'd or anything in between streams, so the trees are still not grown, but we do have a few saplings that were left over from the last time I streamed this. I believe it was on Friday or Saturday. So let's throw that in there. We do have some moss that I think I picked up as well. But I think today's main oh, well, there's a tree there. There's two trees. Oh, they're all growing. Awesome. So today's main motive is to try and get a bunch of stone and use that stone to craft a whole bunch of mob grinding areas. I think I'm going to do one or two, just rooms, I think I'm going to start off with. And then once I have enough iron, I will make a cauldron, increase the amount of water that I've got, and make a proper mob grinder, which I can then use to get even more iron, which will help me in the nether. A mob grinder would also be really useful because then I can start getting armor and stuff, which is, again, that's going to be very important. Any diamonds that I get will have to be from the nether, or maybe the end, for enchantments and stuff, but that's a long way away for now. Let's just grab some more stone, make a whole bunch of tools, and make an area to grind mobs. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is... I'm trying to figure out how to make an area that... a mob grinder that would work, that would have zombies, skeletons, and creepers be pushed into one area. I do need witches as well for bottles. But I've only got one water source, so I'm going to have to be really selective with how I build a mob grinder, which is kind of why I just want to go with a single room to start off with. Hi Orange, I hope you're having a good day today. Wow, we're losing a lot of stone in a row here. That's not ideal. Sun is starting to get low. As soon as these crops are grown, I can move them over here and work on extending it. I also want to expand this today. Let's see, where exactly do I want a mob farm going? I think maybe over here would do well. I'm doing good today. How about you? I've been very productive so far today. Let's craft some slabs and bridge out over here. That's not where I wanted to place that. Oh, I've lost it. That's not great. But I do something over here. And then build a platform like this. Without any torches, mobs can spawn on it. The simple 9x9 platform like this will do just fine. I am going to need to figure out how to funnel all of the mobs into one place, which does suck. Good, I'm glad you're having a good day, Orange. Let's see. Maybe I just make this the base and actually do build up and have a tower. Grab another stack of slabs. You think you built a mob grinder the hard way? How did you do it? I'm curious. I'm looking at just at the moment starting off with a room, and well, I don't know. I'm really conflicted. I could build a room or I could build a tower. I'm kind of leaning towards both. And I can't decide which one to do. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna build up from here and try and get them to spawn in a dark area, but have it so that it curves in with loads of slabs. I think that would work. So if I light this up for now, and then in the middle, if I have, wait, which one's the middle? Here. If I have like an area, maybe like this, just one block for them to land on, like there, and then have a chute going up a little bit. It doesn't have to be super high up. I'm not really too fussed about having to one-hit the zombies or not. It would be useful, but I'm not really too fussed. Oh, we've got another cow. Nice. I'll also take out those trees. Come here. You are food. You are food for me. If I can take out the trees, because when I go up there, I'm going to want to have a way to get up and down, so I'm going to need a ladder. Where's my moss? Here it is. 40 blocks out, mid-sized box. Yeah, it's kind of tricky because there's no infinite water source. Starting off the map, you actually have to grind to get water, which is by design. I think what I'm going to do is build up, but I'm not going to go the full 40 blocks up. I'm just going to build up a little bit and then have a room for them to spawn in, but have a way for them to get down. So maybe use trapdoors to help them get down. We need saplings. There we go. Any more saplings want to drop? There we go. Any other saplings I get will be extras. I think I'm going to use a bunch of them to compost. Right, where's the dirt? We got another 4. Slowly expanding this platform out, which is good. As soon as this wheat grows, I mean, the faster it grows, the more exponential the growth will be, which is kind of the idea. I need ladders. I need a way to get up and down. So I'm not going to need too many. 33 should be plenty. And I'm also going to need a bunch of... Where are they? Trapdoors. There we go. And a whole bunch of cobblestone to make a nice dark room for everything to spawn in. At the minute, I think the two things that I'm waiting for is rain and wandering traders. Because if I get enough wandering traders with the wheat trade, if the rain gives me enough growth on my wheat crops and I get enough hay bales, I can trade for sugarcane. And then I can start working toward villagers, getting books and stuff. Grab all the saplings. Any saplings I pick up, I'll just compost. I've got a decent amount of bone meal now, actually. Let's use some of this. I've got enough. I've got plenty of moss, so I can get away with using this. Just want to make sure I've got plenty. Oh, it. There we go. I want to make sure I've got plenty of hay for when a wandering trader comes around. There we go. More little trees. How much wood do I have? Not much. Okay. I need another pit. Let's keep grinding cobblestone and then slowly build up this mob grinder. I think I'll go up like maybe 32 something blocks. And then I'll have to build a big tiered room and hope that any mobs push each other into the trapdoors and then fall down the hole. It is raining, which is fantastic. That's great for crops. So now I just need to wait for all of those to grow. Wait, how fast does all this hydrate? We've already got 3. Let's see. I can make 52. We've got 56 in total. Let's start rebuilding. Right, how big am I going to want this thing? So, floor is here. Then 1. 2 levels. 3 levels. 4 levels. And then a wall. So I need to build up here. I did not mean to place that. Getting a load more trees, which is nice. In fact, I think to start off with, I'm going to build up a little staircase here. And then I'm just going to pillar up with what I've got. If I go up by 32 on each side, I need 2 stacks. I'll just jump straight off and perish. It'll be a little bit easier. Can you... I don't think you can put ladders in your offhand on. No, you can't do it on Bedrock. I'm not going to sleep through the night because crops and rain. More cows, more food. Yes, please. I do want something else to spawn in there, though. Probably a good idea if I get more... I don't think I need more wood to pillar up. I do need more wood for... ladders, not ladders, trapdoors. So let's use all of the sticks I got. Make a few more, actually. I want enough that I can get up to the top of wherever I'm building. And then I'll build the floors next time I'm grinding cobblestone. You got a horse. That's lucky. I've not got a horse yet. I've got a horse in my hardcore world, but not in this one. How many have I got? I've got 2 and a bit stacks. That is enough to get to the top. I need a bit more to build the first couple of floors out. In fact, I'm making the decision now. I changed my mind. I'm gonna make it 4 wide, like I did in Skyblock. That way, I can, oh, it's easier for them to get in. Why do I keep... I want those. There we go. So I'm gonna need like 4 and a bit stacks. To build this up all the way. Now, because it's 4, I can it'd be easier for the mobs to fall in. I'll do the trees again when it becomes daytime. Oh yeah, I forgot horses drop leather. It's one of those weird mobs that you just forget about the drops because they're too used for the utility of riding them. So I'm gonna need, what, 4 stacks and then maybe another stack to build out the first couple of platforms. A lot of the trees are growing now and all of the crops are hydrated, so hopefully when it's raining, or while it's raining, the crops grow a little bit faster. I would at least like to get the first couple of mobs spawned in and taken care of today. And then any like swords and stuff they drop, I can always use to take them out. Any iron or chainmail armor, I can smelt down for more ingots. I think I'll probably use the nether and see what the nether has to offer in terms of gold. If I get 5 stacks, that's enough to build the pillars all the way up. And to build out to the first, like to the drop where that wood is. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 stacks, nearly 4. How would I get to the nether? Cauldrons. Once I have enough iron from zombie drops to get a cauldron, I can use the dripstone and the lava to duplicate the lava. And then use that with water to make obsidian, and then go to the nether from there. I'd still have to use fire spread and use wood as well. Is it becoming daytime? It looks like the sky is getting brighter. And I've got nearly 5 stacks of stone. Well, the rain lasted. Any of these crops grown yet? No. But they'll stay hydrated for a little bit longer. I'll use up this pick, and then I think I will try and build up those pillars. Let's see, I've got nearly 5 stacks. Okay, that's a decent amount. I'm gonna throw my picks, my axe, my hoe. Where are the crops? I don't actually have. Okay, crops go in here. I'm gonna put my apples as well, along with the ladders, trapdoors, fences. I'm literally just gonna take all of the cobblestone and build this up by 32. So we're on 66. I want to go to 98. Oh, this is cool. Got a little vantage over the island. And all this made from just the contents of one barrel. Sick. And for anyone watching the VODs, a reminder that there is a download link in the description for a CurseForge link to get the map. Okay, another 10 blocks up after this. I've got a stack left. Okay. No, let's go up by another few. Am I too high? I think I'm too high now. Go back down to 95. I don't want it to be a one-hit kill, but I do want to be able to kill them at least fairly quickly. Right, let's build these out. And we'll do it. So 2 here. And then I'll come out by 1. And then out by another 1. And out by 1 more. And then the walls can go there. So I do this all the way around and then use trapdoors. Any mobs that spawn can be pushed by the trapdoors. Actually, no, I've made a mistake. This needs to go up by 2 each time. So the mobs don't go back up. So this needs to be a 2 high wall. She's come out by one more. At the minute, I'm just trying to use the mob's pathfinding against them. And then that's the outer wall there. Yeah, so if they fall down here, then they fall down there. Yeah, so essentially I'm going to have 3 layers, so mobs can spawn on these 3 layers. Then trapdoors around it. And then I will stick a ceiling on this. Like that. Just do as much of this as I can with the stone I've got. And then jump down and keep getting more cobblestone. A lot of those trees are done, which is great for trapdoors. Let's make sure I keep the pick. Can I load a clutch? No. Oh, another tree grew just as I died. Cool. Gimme. Did I really have get 4 levels from that? Like, from just the XP that was left on the ground? That's wild. Let's grab the picks and keep getting more cobble. The trees can wait a bit. Just gonna get as much of these walls done as possible. Go up there with another, like, 2 stacks, maybe. Two or three. Nearly got 2 stacks. A lot of these trees are grown now. So that's a lot more dirt I can use. We've got a new mob. Actually, that's a good time to take a breather and grab some fences and sort the pigs out. Where do I want them? Let's grab some torches. I can use the opportunity to sleep as well. I have anything to coax them in there with. I've got wheat. I don't think anything else really pique their interest. It's not like I have potatoes or anything. Right, come on. In you go. Wait, no. If I just... There's no real easy way to get both of them in here, is there? They're not quite chickens, which is the main mob that I want. There we go. I have pigs. Let's craft up. I'll take all the wood out of here for now. Make some more ladders just in case. Throw these in here, along with the trapdoors. And build up. Go. Now I've got a way to get up and down and a little bit safer. We've got bees. I will leave them actually. They can make the crops grow faster. The pigs have already despawned, or am I too far away? I think they might have despawned because I didn't breed them. But I don't have anything to breed them with. That's a little bit... That's a little bit sad. Right, let's head back down. The pig's already gone. I think they've already just gone, you know. Just relying on Wandering Trader RNG to give me something to breed them with. All this is dried out, but the bees will help. So I think let's just get a bunch more cobblestone and then go up and carry on building that mob grinder. the bones that I get from it I can use for bone meal, and then I can get as much wheat as I need to trade with the Wandering Trader. I can get things like sugarcane much easier. I do want to go up there with like a good 3 or 4 stacks. Try to get as much of it done as I can. And then fill in the roof once all the layers are done. I do need to put trapdoors in as well. So maybe I get a bunch of. I'll get one more. I'll get another stack of cobble. Fill up this stack I've got going. Chop down the trees, and then get another stack while the leaves are decaying. Then I can make a bunch of trapdoors from the wood and replant everything. There we go. Let's grab our axe. I'm probably going to need a second one. And I'm going to need moss to plant the trees back. Hopefully this gives us an absolute ton of wood for trapdoors. Hopefully it's enough as well. But like I said earlier, I'm going to leave the bees there because they will help our plants grow a little faster. keep going until I get a stack and then pick up all the saplings. Might as well deplete this pickaxe, considering it's nearly done. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna need saplings and moss. Oh, we got another tree. Won't say no. Got 2 more trees. And then I've got a bunch of saplings that I can then throw in a composter. I can't see any hostile mobs up there. Which is a bit worrying. Oh, sheep. Okay. Wait, do I have... I need to breed them to keep them permanent, don't I? So if I come in here, I don't want them to eat all the grass. Come on. Come on, stop eating my grass. You can come in here. There you go. They shouldn't despawn like the pigs did. And then... this... plant all these down. Pick up any more saplings. Oh, there's another piece of dirt I missed. Right, I should have plenty of wood for trapdoors, so I'm going to make a bunch and then head up there. Thought they despawned for a second, and I was like, really? Let's compost all this. Throw all of this away. The ladders can go in there. I'll take the trapdoors with me. Torches can go in here as well for now. And the moss, because that's valuable. Don't know if I'm going to need this many trapdoors, but we'll take them. I thought it was another beehive then. I was like, please no. One's enough. So the plan is I put trapdoors around all of this. No, not like that. If I put trapdoors all the way around here, the mobs will fall down the trapdoors and not be able to get back up. And then eventually they'll fall down into that trap. Like, make my way up here. I can do the next layer. And I'm kind of hoping, yeah, see, like, the sheep are not despawning because I've bred them. I'm hoping that next time it becomes nightfall, I might be able to get some hostile mobs to spawn up here. Oh, there's definitely another beehive somewhere. That's a lot of bees. Another layer. And just repeat this until this thing's done. I've got one more layer of trapdoors to do. So I think I'm going to need a few more. Definitely going to need more cobblestone though. Okay, so I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows of cobblestone after this one to do, and then I can put a cap on this thing and get actual hostile mobs in here. Wait, I need... Okay, I only need one to go back to the top. I mean, this is a good test, because if hostile mobs start falling down in there, then it shows that it works. So let's head down and get some more cobblestone going. If I go up there with another, like, 3 stacks, maybe. Wait. Oh, I had a few left. Okay. Not many, though. I mean, as soon as it turns nightfall, really, I should be able to see if it's working or not, because mobs should push themselves in. How much wood do I have left? I've got one stack. Let's make some more trapdoors. I don't know if that's going to be enough. There we go. That should definitely be enough. And then the rest of that I can use for things like picks, which I'm running out of, so let's make some. And some axes as well. Oh, perfect number of sticks and stone. Alright. Let's... I think I've got enough trapdoors. Now it's just a grind to get all of the coalstone I need. I'll get another stack of cobblestone and then see how much more I'm going to need. I think I'm only going to need another one up, maybe 3 or 4 stacks, actually, if I include the ceiling. Only quite a few. But then it'll be dark enough for mobs to spawn during the day. So I'll get a constant, steady stream of like zombies, skeletons and stuff. Just before I end the stream today, let's go and see how far this gets us. I'm definitely going to need more than this to complete it, but let's see. There's our one that we need to get back up here. So we're getting there. We're getting pretty close to being done. I think I'm going to do a little bit of cobblestone mining off stream just to get enough to finish this thing off. I only need another couple of stacks. But that's going to do it today. We've nearly finished this farm. We did get pigs, but they despawned. We've harvested pretty much an entire growth of trees, and we are nearly finished with the mob farm. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.